So we are going to launch into a game of Call of Duty Zombies Road Run Endurance, which is a variant of the hold on a second, let me do this. Which is a variant of the survival Call of Duty, that survival zombies. So it's just a little bit different, but it should be pretty interesting to see. There are some things I learned in the first couple go-arounds that I didn't really know the first time I played. So hopefully this, for anyone who this is their first time going into Rogue Run, you're going to see some of the little trips and secrets. It does start off with your pistols. It's random. It's whatever pistols you have. I always recommend setting up your zombie builds, so that when you launch in, sometimes I launch in with my 1911, my Mustang Sally. Sometimes I will launch in with my with the Velox, like you see now. Just depends. As you progress, every round, which is triggered by a nuke, will set the round, and it's already down. Wow. We'll set the round, and once you do that, it gives you an option of 3. You'll see that, and I'm going to fast forward through some of this stuff when I repost it later, when it's posted off of live. And I edit it. I'll fast forward through some of the slower things. So here, this is the first one. So as you see, I've got 3 choices. I can armor upgrade, I can do an assault rifle, or I can get an ammo mod. I'm going to do an assault rifle just because my pistol's kind of horrible. You're also going to get perks. You're going to get all kinds of stuff. You're going to get perks. You're going to get field upgrades, all of that, and then your perks are limited. There's certain perks that you will and won't get. Also keep in mind that your gobble gun build really makes a difference. The other thing I recommend is keep an eye on the ground for equipment, only because of the fact that equipment is the only way to get it is to pick it up throughout. I like to come in and start, and I didn't do it this time, with a build that has my armor getting gobble gum in it, because then I can get 3 armor plates, and I don't have to worry about using my randoms in the game for my armor. The other thing you will notice is that you have unlimited ammo, so you don't have to worry about buying ammo throughout the rounds. It automatically refreshes and replenishes. There's only one thing to use money for, 2 things, and I'll show you that throughout this. One is at Chompy. If you're familiar with zombies, you'll notice that there is a Chompy. So here we go. First perk is Wisp T. I'm going to jump on that. You could have gone with an armor or a field ammo mod. I went with Chompy. I went with Wisp T because I like the perks. I tend to get those a little sooner. So if you're familiar with zombies, you'll know that there is a trash can in some levels that you can recycle weapons for essence, or rather not essence, but salvage. And in this one, rather than giving something to Chompy, you can open it and use the essence or the money, the currency that you gain, because you don't gain salvage at all in this variant. But you use that and it gives you random stuff, usually perks. Usually the first time you use it, you will get a self-revive because you don't get one in this. So it is important. I will say one thing about Chompy: if you are in a normal variant of the game, I always and always recommend that you get a you make sure that you don't actually recycle your loadout weapon, because that happens, you can't get it back. So always be careful, make sure you're on the right weapon when you load it in. But that's a whole another video. So right now, we're just grinding through. Like I said, I'll fast forward through some of the slower bits. If you do jump in the stream and you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to try to answer them for you. And I'm happy to try to answer them for you and go from there. I would recommend that you have at least 2 plates by the time you get to level 10, and try to have all 3. And you definitely want Jug as soon as possible. You will run into some of the elites throughout this. So let's see. So here we go. We got pistols, we got quick revive, and we got frost blast. I'm going to, let's take a chance. If I get my Mustang Sallies, that'll be happy, but I haven't gotten them lately, so we'll see. And nope. I got my Cobra. So I'll show you as soon as we've got a whole lot of perks, a whole lot of like whole lot of double points or extra points. I've got a whole lot in this round. Let's do a power back again. Bonus points. There we go. There's a bonus point straight away, so that gives us 500. Silly gobble guns, but it can be interesting. And there's our nuke. Let's see what we get. Oh, LMG, ammo mod. We're gonna take an LMG. And we're gonna go hit it.
Straight up hangover in a can.
Nope, nope, still no. Oh, we just have change my gobble gun pack so I can get my armor getting. And then things like random perk. Oh, great. See, the mountain. Of course, he's got a hard on for me right now. So.
Insta-kill!
And he's down. Oh, nice. This is a good variant for you to run camo grinds like that on. The only downside is you never know what weapon you're going to really get, so it's tough to run it. But it is a good one to do it. Like I just got the Doom Steel because you do get, there aren't a lot, but there's a few zombies that pop, or elites that pop up, and a few zombies. Lots of zombies, right? Hey Rogers, what's going on? Yeah, the run's going good. Just, I'm really enjoying this variant. It gives me a lot of variety. After about round 20 though, it does get to be a grind. There's no exfil. I don't think there's any benefit to like super high levels like with survival, but I'm not quite sure. What's going on with you today, man? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Are you gonna be on to play, or are you just keeping my stream today? hear me? I don't know. We had problems with my audio before. If you can hear me, just leave me a note so I know. So we're still on round 6. Not too bad. I got 2 plates now. Still only have 1 perk, so as soon as I get a free gobble gum, I'm gonna get a new gobble gum and pop it from there.
Bonus points. Double points.
Double points. Too bad we didn't get it backwards, because then we would have gotten 1,000 from the bonus. That's okay. Points are points. If you have the ability to be strategic about the way that you do your points, if you can, always get your double points first and then get your bonus. That way you're not, you double up those. Alright, he says I'm a little quiet, so we're gonna do this. It's about to kill. Not, oh, move, cat. Cat's helping me play. She's not very good though.
Insta-kill.
I will give me a few minutes and I'm going to try to adjust my volume, and you can kind of be my quality gauge for that if you don't mind, and we'll go from there. Just still early round, so I can probably move. Sorry, I gotta yell at my cat. Get in your bed. Thank you. Is that any better, Jay? No, let's see. Do I get shotgun throw this one? Let me know if that's any better. Not my favorite shotgun, so. Okay, great. So I now have 30,000 essence. And at 30,000 essence is when you can go spin the chunk. Come up here on this particular map. He's over here in the corner. When you approach him, he's going to open automatically, interact with it, and in this case, I got myself revived. So now I have myself revived. But it is 30,000. You know, now the game's level. that should balance it out again. Should balance that. Alright, let's see, what are my choices here? Quick revive that. I'll do quick revive because it's a perk. Now I got 2. There are some that you cannot get in this variant. Mule Kick I haven't seen yet. I think that's a big one. Still quiet. All right, I'm gonna fix my mic. Give me a minute. Is the game sound quieter? Game sound is quieter. All right.
Double points. Bonus points.
And now we got our 1,000 because we got them after another. So
Max armor. I think I need to go into my computer sound settings and fix that. Turn the mic up. Do that momentarily. Double points.
There we go, and there's our opportunity to do that.
Insta-kill. Max ammo.
Or maybe I just need to speak up a little bit for now.
Insta-kill.
Alright, I need the gobblegum machine. Wish there was a way to exfil though. I guess you could, here's the gobblegum. Rogers, remind me, what's the name of that gobblegum that lets you bounce out of something like this?
Double points.
Exfil strategy, and I can't use it in this one. I didn't think you could. I figured it was one of those gobblegums that was restricted in this particular variant. there are so many that are. Like, there's no wall buy, obviously, no crate, no wall power. So we are approaching the cutoff for another purchase at Chompy. Max armor. Alright, he's going to be on the play in a minute. I'm not going to use that. You know what? Brain rot of the amalgam. Uh-oh. Alright. Oh, legendary. Oh, that's fine. And sometimes you can get a legendary wrench. You can get ether crystals, upgrade wrenches. So you get a lot of cool stuff on here. Let's see, what do we got? Max armor. Eternal perks. Now, for those that don't know, eternal perks are perks that even once you go down, you keep them. Those are in all of the variants. So all of the zombie variants, that's the case. You can't buy an eternal perk. You can only get them through, like on Vandor Farms, you can get them in the, if you've got the little seed pods and you've grown those with toxic growth, sometimes you'll get an eternal perk. Or if you get them out of the TED tasks, you can get them from there too. So there's a lot of ways to get that, which are pretty cool ways. That's why I like doing Vandor Farms quite a bit, because you do have that. So that's kind of cool. Roger said they took out. Chat says they took out the exit strategy completely. I thought they had just disabled it in this variant. I'm not going to use that Armageddon. Yeah, we got a zombie somewhere floating around. There he goes. Alright, we're going to take an LMG again. Alright, this is good. This'll work. K78, nice gun. Good fire rate, lots of ammo. Nice punch. Doesn't overheat. Max armor. It does take a while to reload though, especially. Oh, I do have speed cola, so if I mistakenly call it fast hand, sorry. That's what I know it as. apparently, so completely off topic, as we're playing, still got a ways to go before I get chompy again. Saw the trailer for Avengers Doomsday. I don't know how I feel about it because I haven't watched some of the movies. Like, I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. I've been so disappointed in the last couple variants of it. Oh, let's see, what do we got? We got that. Oh, what's that? Healing Aura. We'll take that because we're going to need Healing Aura in a little bit. It's a great field upgrade to have for this particular variant because you're going to have guys going down quite a bit. Where are we? 12? So once you get to level 15 and 20, it just starts getting overwhelming, especially for the, like, we've got 2 of them that don't have, 2 of the guys that in here that don't have, they're only 2 plates, so once you start getting higher rounds, and I don't know, obviously we don't know what perks they have if they don't have Jug, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. It's going to make some people grumpy, but
bonus point insta-kill. Max armor, max ammo, double points.
did we get the random perk? Is it still floating out there? That random perk's still out there. Get it. Awesome. Alright, Voltrade, obviously. Choosing reward. I can't. I wonder what it chose for me. I haven't done that yet. Oh, I got Speed Colas and Eternal. That's good. I would have been fine. I'm fine with that. Now, remember I did say that the money can be used for 2 things, not just Chompy, but it can also be used for the traps. All the traps in the game work. So you can use it for that. And actually they come in quite handy to thin out the herd if it gets too hectic, which is nice. I will tell you the purple equipment do not pop up that often, so if you see them, grab them when you can. Wow, that was quick. All right, we're gonna hop on that just so we can check a new round. I don't think I want to do that. Definitely did not want aftertaste. We're gonna pop that. I like aftertaste. That way, oh, if we go down, I know, a little quiet right now. I'm trying to kill this guy. Everyone kind of left me on my own with him. Don't want to use my self-revive. I'm glad I popped that aftertaste, though. Maybe one of these guys will come save me. Thank you. Now, for this, as far as equipment goes, I'm a big fan of cluster grenades or impact or Simtex. Frags, obviously, never been a fan of them because either you got to cook them or you never know quite where they're going to go. Impact grenades I don't feel it'll do as much damage. So I think I'm a big fan of those two.
Double points. Bonus points.
Nice. I like it when that happens. The only field upgrades I haven't seen in this variant are Toxic Growth. Oh, finally Jug. Alright, so... Alright, there we go. Let's see, what do we do here? Yeah, random's better than none, so... The random's better than one. It'll pop out a couple.
Insta-kill.
Now, for those who have never played this particular map, either in the story version, Easter egg version, or survival, or whatever you're playing on, you've got to be really careful when you're up on the loft areas up here, up in the risen areas, because they can be very treacherous. If you don't hit that zip line going down, you're toast.
Bonus points. Ammo.
So it always there's one place that I know of, and there might be two. Actually, there are two. But the one place I know of where you don't have to use a zip line is right here, and right here. If you jump down, you hit that roof. Oh, okay, not that one. Sorry. Don't listen to me. I'll show you again. It was the closer one to the wall, not that one. It's not that one. Well, yeah, this one, because you hit the roof and then you slide down. So that's a safe place. If you need to escape and you can't get to a zip line, do that. That helps you. That helps you come down. That helps you come down a little more gently. It's a good way to escape. Now, if you're playing anything other than story, though, a lot of times this ground level, this little pit down here can be quite a dangerous spot to hide out in. So still got two guys that are only one plated. I guess they're not using the armor upgrade when they get it, which is kind of silly. Maybe they don't know that you can get that upgrade. You know, maybe they don't know about that. Healing aura, pop him up, and that's why it's a good thing to have.
Double points.
So back to the Marvel movies I was talking about. You know, kind of after Endgame, not Endgame on here, by the way, Endgame Avengers, I don't know, just everything kind of fell apart. I'm kind of trying to rewatch it, so I'm ready for that when they come out. But what are y'all's opinion on it? Did Marvel kind of lose? Did Marvel lose kind of its focus, or let's see, energy mine, or did they, or is everything good? The TVU is still good. So we're going to switch from that to DC though. DC, on the other hand, I think James Gunn is going to ruin DC. I think the Superman movie was too hokey. I think it was just too goofy and silly. I think the dog was stupid. I liked the grittier one of the Jack Snyder series.
I'm curious what y'all think about that as well. Now, when it comes to Batman, of course, the Nolan trilogy is probably the best Batman version. Again, I haven't seen the Robert Pattinson, so I just can't seem to get into it. I'm curious if anybody, if you have an opinion, leave it in the comments. I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see what you have to say. If you watch this, if you do catch this after I post it, you know, let me know. Let me know that you dropped in. Say hey. I know that everyone's got comments, good, bad, or indifferent. Please be respectful. That's all I ask. I'm respectful to everybody I play with, everyone I talk to. I ask for the same in return. If you wouldn't say it to your grandparents, don't say it on here just because you're hiding behind a keyboard. So I know I'm not great at this. I know that I'm new at this, and I'll learn. So be patient. And if you feel like it, you know, I'm not going to be one to beg for it, but man, smack that subscribe button. You know, smack the alerts. You'll know when I come on. If you follow me or subscribe to me, you'll know when I come on the stream. And if I'm horrible, then you don't have to turn it back on. But you know, you'll see me grow with Modern Warfare 4 coming out later this year. And everyone's starting from scratch. It's going to be fun because it's going to be new for a lot. Am I playing Modern Warfare 3 right now to get used to it? Absolutely. So definitely something to keep in mind, that the streams are going to be building for everybody. So, because it'll be a learning curve, just like I'm trying to help, you know, you guys. It just helps anyone learn something about this variant, which I think is kind of a cool variant. It does get a little grindy. But it can be fun. I will tell you, it'd probably be really cool to come in here with a you know, a squad and just work with each other and just, you know, cover each other, protect each other. But when you're playing with Randy's, then you tend to, everyone just spreads out. Half the people don't have mics, half the people don't talk, half the people don't want to talk. So it's just, that's the way it is.
Insta-kill.
So we got, there's that last zombie. Where are we, 17? Let's see. I'm still not doing that. I need ammo mod on this at this point. Fireworks will work. I have noticed that all my builds for my field upgrades and my ammo mods don't seem to carry over. It's like it's a generic build, or either that or when Season 4 came out, they just reset all the builds. Because none of my builds are the same, I've noticed. Obviously I haven't checked it, because then I would be able to answer the question. So I think once I get done with this, I'll go and check. I may do a tutorial for zombies on your ammo mods, just so you can kind of see what each one does, and kind of how to build them out in the way I feel works for me. One of the things I've noticed about a lot of YouTube videos, shorts, reels, you always get these streamers out there, and most of them are like, you have to do this. This is the way to be the best player, and this is the loadout, and this is your settings. Well, some of those settings do work better. Some of them don't. Hardware is a part of it, but I will show you what works for me, what's worked for me for the past year, and you can chime in if you think something works better. Maybe it works better for someone else.
I don't know.
Bonus points.
I am not an expert. I play this for fun. I play this for the enjoyment. And like I said, if anything I provide to you, anything I do, kind of helps you in the game, help you enjoy it a little bit more, great. Kudos to me. The other thing I will say is that I do some Warzone. Can I teach you anything about Warzone? Probably not. There are a lot better streamers out there. There's a ton of them. And a lot better players. But again, I have fun with it. I do follow what some of them say. And, oh, I got money. We're going to go see what Chompy has to give us. But again, with anything that is something like this, you know, do it a way that sounds good to you. Do it the way that sounds good to you, and then go from there. Let's see, Pack-a-Punch. No, there's no point in doing that. Let's get the Eternal Perk there.
Eternal path.
That's good. So I got, what was that? 5, 8, 9, and 4 of them are Eternals. And no one player is ever going to be able to tell you the best way for you to play your game. There is some advice. One of the streamers I watched in Warzone, one of the things he says is, when you land into any map, land into the same place. Whether you're playing Resurgence, Battle Royale, whatever you're playing, land into the same place. That way you can learn the map area, and I'll say that again and again and again. But that way you can learn the map area, and you can learn kind of how to get your weapons, how to get your perks, how to get and how to get your loadout the quickest. So for example, on Resurgence, I always land at Chemical Engineering. It's just where I always land. If I land anywhere else, my game flow seems off. So now anybody watching this, do we want to try? Should we try? Should we try? We're going to try. Nope. Now we're just going to run around because we're scared. And I will say there's no trash can on this particular level of the map.
Double points.
Follow somebody else because I took a chance on getting my explosive pistols, and I got a single fire pistol. Nope. We got somebody's got 3 plates now. I'm still on 2, and the other 2 guys are still on 1.
Max armor.
Got quiet there, just started focusing on it.
Bonus points. Insta-kill! Full power!
Frying pan into the fire here. Let's see what I get.
Max ammo!
I need to adjust my zombie build on the sniper rifle. The scope's just not good for this quick combat.
Insta-kill!
Alright, let's see what we can get out of that. An SMG's still not great, but it's okay. At least it's triple packed, and it's still only epic, not legendary, so we'll see what we get here. Now we got enough to hit the trash can. Not many people say that like it's a good thing. Ooh, PhD flopper. First time I've gotten that one on this variant.
Double points!
Again, I wonder if my setup's been jacked or what's going on with it. So. I need to check. It doesn't seem like it's triggering. Or it could be something that's limited in this mode as well. Maybe they have default setups there for the perks. I will do a follow-up and let y'all know.
Bonus points!
Yeah, well.
Insta-kill! Max ammo!
Alright, now it's time to start thinking about looking for the, start looking for some kind of, I guess, exotic or, you know, crafting table equipment.
Max armor!
I need to hit the gobblegum machine and see if I get any other aftertaste. See what I get. Yeah. That worse. Give me the breacher.
Double points.
Do those stack? Can anyone tell me the double point stack? It doesn't look like it because I only got 1,000 bonus points. Not 2,000.
Bonus points.
No, we're still in double. Oh, it just doubles the time. Alright.
Max ammo.
Oh no, I had a temporal deal on, so.
Insta kill. Full power.
Well, we'll take an assault rifle. Oh man, the Maverick. This game does not like me, Rogers. I'm not sure why. It's not like I've done anything mean to it lately. Now, the other thing is, any ammo mods that you put on a weapon, and let's say you trade it out, like I switched out from the LMG to try for my pistols. If I get that LMG back, that ammo mod will be there. It'll still be there. Now, it doesn't carry game over game, but it does carry inside the same game. So it is a little different. So that is good to know too. So
Insta kill.
got a weekly challenge done. I don't even know how close I am to finishing that. Usually I have it done day one, but I haven't played much this week. Right. Eternal perk. Let's do eternal perk. The more eternal perks I have, the better.
Eternal path.
10. 4 out of 10. Oh, joy. lost a few of my perks. I kept the important ones. Double tap would be nice. I will tell you, as far as perks go and upgrades, and Gobblegum's one of the things I have used is the aftertaste, and that's all fine and well. It's great, but once you get a majority of your perks, Eternals, you don't have to worry so much about, because you're not going to lose them. So we're going to take another chance. All right, we're going to take another chance. Nope. Piece of crap. Yeah. Should have first. Revive, I like it, that gives you that. Weapon, the ammo bloom on this is just so bad. Oh, I can akimbo this next when I come back. The next time I pop out. Not a gun I've used a lot. Not a gun I've used a lot.
Insta-kill.
Yeah, that'll help.
Bonus points.
That's nice.
Max ammo.
I'm not sure that there's a whole lot more to tell about this. Like I said, there's no exfil. Talked about Pack-a-Punch. I think we've covered all kind of the secrets about this. Like I said, keep an eye out for those. Keep an eye out for the. That's what I'm looking for, the crafting bench equipment, because those definitely come in handy, especially if you can get a Casimir or something like that later in the later rounds. Keep your exit paths open, don't get trapped. Make sure you get a jug as soon as you can if you have any control over it. And as far as guns go, man, it is just a grind. It's luck of the draw. At least I got something that was automatic. I didn't get stuck with a single fire. Now we're gonna go back to the oh, I should have gotten the armor. Oh no, that's fine. Okay, so okay, beautiful. This is the Sokol. Yeah, this is the Sokol. I'm probably going to end the commentary on this. I'm going to play through. I will, again, if
If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'm just going to keep playing. I will try to fast forward because I know this has been kind of a long stream. Just over an hour. So if you've watched this and you've hung out this long, hey, I appreciate it. Like I said, give me a follow. If anything I said did or, did or didn't entertain you, or it did, or you learned something, you like the sound of my voice, whatever. Or you just need something to watch while you clean the house. Just let me know. Like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know that you were here. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And I'm just going to keep playing through. I will, when I repost this, I'll shrink it down so it's not quite as long. And probably edit out some of the nonsense. Alright, guys. This is probably the best loadout gun I can have. I need a ammo mod on it. So I can probably, I would love Shadow Rift. I'd be happy with Fireworks. I don't know what else I would like though.